Oh my god, I cannot even believe the past couple of days. What's up, guys? Max here, reporting back with some more information and news that has popped up over the past 24 hours for Mortal Kombat X. If you guys didn't get a chance, the past 24 hours was rather action-packed, and we made a video talking about the inclusion of potentially having Spawn as a guest character within the Mortal Kombat X series. This came from some information from Todd McFarlane, directly from the horse's mouth, and I'm really hoping that one's true. Now, right after that, pretty much within like 12 hours of the whole Spawn thing happening, something else happened. Videogamer.com reported an article of a rumor that was leaked to them from a source that they cannot describe, that there is another couple characters that could be making an appearance in MKX in terms of DLC that'll pop up in June. Now, this DLC, hold on to your freaking butts, is going to be for Colonel Dillon, the CIA agent, and the Predator, both from the Predator movie.
You son of a bitch.
No words can be put into my mouth right now. You might also remember that we made a video about the Predator making an appearance in MKX back when Ed Boon tweeted a picture of Scorpion and a Predator that some guy tweeted to him, and he actually responded to the guy and let all of his fans know. They also used that as reference that this has been somewhat hinted at from Ed in the past at one point, so the likelihood of this making an appearance is kind of there. There is a little bit of validity. However, the thing is, this rumor popped up, the fact that it's going to be DLC coming out in June. There's no actual confirmation yet. This is still not happening directly from the horse's mouth, but a big site like Videogamer.com can't just start throwing out things that they don't think will eventually be real. Not to mention that this news eventually made the rounds to big sites like IGN and Kotaku, and all the big news reporting sites started reporting the same thing, mostly because, well, in situations like this, if a rumor has a lot of credibility and a rumor is actually coming from a source that they might not be able to describe because they don't want to get that person in trouble, then they're going to run the story. Run the story with their permission, but they can't, like, out the dude or out whoever is talking about this. And since all these other sites are doing it, usually the big sites, it's not like 100% of the time, they don't report stuff like this unless there's a pretty credible amount of information coming from somewhere. And the only reason it's listed as rumor right now is because it's not coming directly from Ed Boon, it's not coming from Warner Brothers Games or NetherRealm Studios, it's coming from an external source. Holy crap. I'll just say right now, and I kind of want to get into my hopes and dreams for the Predator, because based off that previous video, it's actually one of the most popular videos on my channel at near 1.5 million views, where we talked about the Predator being an MKX. This character has been one of my favorite characters of all time ever since I was a 10-year-old kid. And yes, I should not have been watching those movies as a 10-year-old, absolutely, but I did. And I can't help that the Predator makes such a perfect inclusion to series like a Killer Instinct game or a Mortal Kombat game. He fits amazingly within these, and the fact that Dillon, Carl Weathers, can make an appearance here is pretty interesting. But something else to randomly mention, the game that I'm working on, Killer Instinct, and the story mode, there was the Iron Galaxy guys making this game. They had a direct reference to Carl Weathers, and specifically Carl Weathers in The Predator in KI for Season 2, and this came in the form of an alternate skin that TJ Combo can use for his alternate classic costume. And he's got robot arms, but he has literally Dillon's outfit from Predator, and I fangasmed when I saw that. I'm like, that is the sickest alternate ever. But it also harks back that Carl Weathers, who played Dillon, has actually said in the past that he offered his likeness to use himself in the game. So, all things considered, it's kind of funny that Iron Galaxy in Chicago is making Killer Instinct. They have a Carl Weathers reference, and then MKX, who is also making a game in Chicago from NetherRealm, has a Carl Weathers reference, both from the character Dillon potentially showing up in both of their games. I don't know what's going on. It seems to be a very small world type of situation. Maybe they're both fans of this dude, but I think it's amazing. Dillon is one of the coolest movie characters from the 80s, and not to mention, I doubt you can get Arnold in any of these types of things. It's probably much more expensive, but the Predator is who I really want to talk about before I take up any more of your guys' time. And the thing I would like to mention is that the Predator in MKX makes perfect sense because there are a lot of different kinds of Predators and what they do and the ones you see in the movies. I have mentioned in the previous video that I'm not a huge fan of the Alien versus Predator, kind of like Aztec, like temple Predator that you see in those. I I really don't like that design too much. I like the old classic jungle predator or the city hunter predator from the films. I think those look really damn good. And I'm kind of a fan of the wolf predator, which showed up in the later AVP Requiem. So with those in mind, there would be 3 variations that I would love to see for the Mortal Kombat X Predator. Variation 1 is hand-to-hand. This Predator specifically uses in close combat. This is the very offensive one, where he uses his arm blades. He uses everything in his control to kind of beat the shit out of you at close range. Oh, and another stipulation to Predator number 1, can't have the mask. It actually has to be maskless Predator, because that's exactly what happens in Predator movies. You take off the mask and then 2 dudes beat the shit out of each other. It's how it works. Variation 2 would be the Plasma Caster version, and he would use ranged and projectiles. So for example, he would use his shoulder cannon a whole bunch. He would use his disc throwing thing to actually like throw it at the opponent. And last but not least would be a hark back to Alien vs. Predator, the Capcom game, or Predator 2, where you have a character that has a spear. He has like a double-bladed type of weapon that he uses that can contract and go forward. But this is also kind of similar to what's going on with Katana and Jade so far, because they do have a very similar type of moveset. Albeit, the Predators would be fairly interesting because it can retract and do all this kind of stuff, and maybe he can throw it and things like that. I would love there to be a close-range maskless Predator that uses nothing but blades, a long-range variation which uses the disc throwing as well as the Plasma Caster laser weapon on his shoulder, and then finally one that has a staff of some kind that is more right in the middle, kind of long-range, kind of close-range, things like that. I can't even believe I'm talking about this as it being a possibility. This is like a dream come true, guys. I shit you not. I only hope it's true. I only hope Spawn can make an appearance in this game. I only hope that the Predator and Dylan make an appearance, because having the thought of there being like comic book DLC pack where you have like these exclusive comic book characters, a movie DLC pack where later in MKX where they focus on movie characters and old classics, I think that's a brilliant idea. And if you can make it happen, make it happen. I don't think that there would be any type of thing to prevent you from doing this, because it's something that we all want. The only hiccup I'm seeing right now is the fact that Predator is a 20th Century Fox character and MKX is being made by Warner Brothers Studios. However, we did see issues, or we did see in the past, and I talked about this, how Call of Duty Ghosts had the Predator as a guest character, and they pretty much just got the ability to use him, his stage and character model, and it was really damn cool. We spoke of this before. If you guys want to talk about the initial video, which was made like almost 8 months ago now, you can click the link in the description below for the initial tease, but now there is some credibility behind this, and there is a lot of sites reporting it, and my god, if this happens, you guys, I will flip my shit. As always, dudes, thank you very much for watching. My name is Maximilian, and if you like these videos and future MKX coverage, I'd appreciate a subscription. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.